Turn yours Oh, yeah. Nobody's watching. I want to know if this microphone is working. Check, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I got one person live on here. I don't know who you are, but I want you to do me a favor and tell me if it's really loud on your end. We're checking a new mic, and I don't know if it's better than my phone. So if you're a family member, text me. If you're part of the team, throw it on Team Snap. Let me know if it's louder than normal. Oh, they disappeared. All right, we'll check this next time, just in case.
This is what we're gonna sleep.
Yeah. For the one person on here, we're just waiting for the Zamboni and the girls to get on the ice, and then we will turn the camera on and go live. All right, everybody, here we are live from Skaneateles, where your Skaneateles home Lakers will take on the visiting Buffalo Junior Sabres 12U girls. We are live from the Skaneateles YMCA at WG Allen Ice Arena. If you're looking for live barn, Junior Sabres will be in their road blues, skating right to left, and the Lakers will be in their home whites, skating left to right. This is a doubleheader this afternoon, as the first game is at 1:30. Second game will be, I think it's like 3:45, back at the same arena. We went live early to try to test another microphone here, but I'm not sure it worked out. Nobody got back to me. I don't know how loud it was or not loud it was. But we got a minute 20 remaining in warm-ups. All right, 20 left on the clock. We are not at the center ice line. The top shelf area behind me is closed to the public. So we're a little off to the left, but we'll be in the offensive zone for the Junior Sabres twice. Hopefully we spend a lot of time down here. Word on the street is that the Skaneateles Lakers are the favorite right now to win Tier 1 New York State Championship. I know the Junior Sabres are Tier 2 this year due to the 3-year ban from USA Hockey. You must have a charter for 3 years before you can turn Tier 1. But we got 15 on the clock as the teams are getting ready. All right, Junior Sabres back to their bench. I don't want to zoom in too much. And here come the Lakers. The pegs are ready, the nets are set, the referees are good, and the Junior Sabres start out with Higgins and 83 Orden on D, Harris, Serafin, and Brown on forward. Sabres look like they're running 3 lines and 4D. And here we go. Skaneateles wins the puck. Near side in the neutral zone, taken by Harris. Harris crosses over the blue line. She's tied up by Skaneateles, as Higgins going to dump it down in the corner. Chased there by Skaneateles off the side wall. Back to the point. Orden stops it. And Skaneateles trying to clear it. A couple attempts there. Stopped by Orden at the blue line. Taken away by Serafin. Serafin on the right side. Comes down. Good stick handling skills. Turns. Goes backwards behind the net. Tosses it over to Orden. And Skaneateles struggling here to get out of the zone, as a line change allows Latini to throw it back down in the zone. Orden still on. Puck goes back. Tossed in there. Latini through the legs of the Skaneateles D as Allard is going to skate into the corner. Puck goes down the ice as Hunt's going to take it. Hunt makes the first move. She's trying to cross over the blue line. Hunt comes in. Back to Allard. Allard. Ginger on the backside. Puck still down in the corner. Two girls on puck. Can't see what's going on as Bagley had entered. Puck's off the wall. It's going to go down the ice. We're going to get an icing. And at 13:20, Sabres are going to go down for a face-off in the offensive zone. So Walsh is at the draw with Latini, and I don't know who's on the right wing. Can't see through the netting. But Higgins sends it back over to Orden. Orden trying to get it down deep. Skaneateles going to dump it again. Should be another icing call unless Higgins can get to it, which she's going to. They're going to wave it off just before the line. Higgins moving her feet, coming down the left side. Makes a move on the wall. Higgins cuts across through the legs into the middle. Continues to chase out in front. Nobody there. Good job by the defense of Skaneateles. Sending it back down, and we're going to go for another ice. This time Orden is chasing. Are they going to wave it off again? Nope. This time they're going to call the icing. And we're going to get more line changes. It's good to get quick line changes, especially if you're only going to run 4D today. 2 games, 15-minute periods, a long time. So good job there. Walsh is still on. I'm trying to find out who's on the other side. It's Syracuse, 16. So Gindra's with Hunt in the back. Syracuse, Latini, and Walsh up front. Puck's down. Back to Hunt. Hunt swings it over, tries to get off the sidewall. Picked up there by Skaneateles. Hunt takes it. Hunt throws it on net, tipped wide. Good chase there by Latini. She's pushed off the puck. And we got a 3-on-1 as the puck goes down. Good chase here. Hunt's going to come in, waving. Icing is waved off. Hunt gets it to Syracuse. Syracuse into the neutral zone. Here comes Latini. Latini makes an inside move. She's tied up, no call. And Skaneateles trying to break out. It's back into the neutral zone. Seraphin to Higgins. Higgins off the near side wall. Dumped down again. Should be another icing call. Skaneateles got to skate over the red line to get it in before. But we're going to go back down. And here we are with 11:58 in period 1. 0-0. Early game. Harris, Brown, and Seraphin up front. Higgins again with Orden in the back. Back to Higgins. Higgins fires it through. Taken away by the Skaneateles D. As Seraphin's fighting for it. Puck goes behind the net. Off to the sidewall. 83 picks it up. Out of the zone. Into the neutral zone is Higgins. Higgins is going to wheel as she tries to make an inside move at the blue line. Tied up there. Some girls falling down for the blue and gold. Back into the Skaneateles zone, but it's taken there by Brown. Couldn't control it. Skaneateles is going to send it. Orden. Cross ice pass picked off in the neutral zone by Skaneateles, but a good stick check there by Harris. Puck is near side as Orden covering for Higgins sends it back down. Skaneateles is going to pick it up. Good forecheck there by Syracuse. Puck is back off the wall, back into Syracuse's hand. I think it's Syracuse. Finds Turiello. Turiello drops down in the corner. Skaneateles behind the net. Gotta go. Taken there by, can't see all these numbers. Allard dumping it down in the corner. Turiello behind the net. Sends it back. Hunt tries to stop, controls it, sends it down to the far corner. Turiello's going to have to chase. She's with Bagley and Allard. Skaneateles working hard to get it. Good job there by Gindra. Dropping in. Hunt covering deep. That's going to be covered by the Skaneateles goalie. And we got 10:21 left in the period. So, first 4 minutes of the game has been all blue and gold. Maybe not so many shots on goal, but they've been controlling the play so far. Puck is down. Girls are battling for it. Bagley, Turiello. Turiello cuts into the middle. She goes to her forehand. And it's stopped there by Skaneateles. Junior Sabres are going to get an offensive line change here. So Walsh, Syracuse, and Latini come out. Walsh at the draw. Puck's down. Over to Higgins. Higgins, shot right on. Good stop there by Skaneateles. Good shot on goal by Higgins. Moving it up the sidewall. Orden keeps it in. And now Skaneateles gets it out. Higgins is going to skate back for it. Eyes are up, looking for a pass. Sends it off the wall. And it gets by the Skaneateles defense, and here comes Latini. Latini tries to Swiss knife it over to Walsh. Latini going to chase. Higgins comes up to help. Puck gets by. It's going to go down the ice. Icing is waved off as Orden skates around her net. Cuts to the middle. Orden's got one. Tries to give her to Walsh. Hits her skates. Falls down into the neutral zone. Sent back down. Icing is waved off again, and Higgins is going to go back for it. Higgins picks it up. Stops. Tries to send it over to Orden. Picks up her own pass. Off the sidewall by the Skaneateles D into the neutral zone. And Skaneateles sends it back down. Orden's got to come behind the net. Junior Sabres struggling here to try to get this puck outside. Good side pass. Found one on the right. She's taken down. No call out in front. Shot by Allard. Puck goes back. Ginger's going to creep. Hunt steps up. Puck's dumped down. Ginger chases it. She's going to come around the net. Ginger's got Harris. Loses it. Gets it to Hunt, though. Hunt gets it back up to Harris. Tip pass. Goes back down in the zone. Icing waved off again. Ginger's going to regroup. She's going to try again. Seraphin comes back to help. Seraphin skates behind the net into the corner. She's got some time and space. Sends it up to Harris. Harris centering pass. Over to Brown. Two go down. Higgins picks it up. Dumps it through the sidewall. Skaneateles centering pass. Tipped by Orden into the zone. Orden's going to come around. She's going to escape. Cuts to the middle. Good tip pass there. And here comes the blue and gold. Turiello carries it up the ice. 1-on-3. Fires it. Wide of the net. Harris comes in. Turiello's blocked out in front. No call there for being in the crease. And on the line change, we're going to get a dump by Higgins. A chase by Bagley and Turiello, and here comes Orden. Orden, Higgins. Higgins tries to get it down in the corner. Kept in there and taken by Skaneateles. Orden's going to clear the zone, and that's going to be an offsides. And we're going to get some changes. So Turiello on the draw. Puck is down. Skaneateles on the win. Trying to get out of the zone. Ginger comes over to keep it in with Allard. Ginger holding the blue line. Allard battling near boards. Down in the corner. Puck goes around the net. Bagley's going to have to chase over. Bagley losing control. Hunt tries to step up. And Skaneateles working for it. Puck's out of the zone. Past Hunt. Ginger's got to come over. Ginger does a nice job there tying up her girl. Puck goes behind the net. Ginger stops, pulls up. She gets taken down. Out in front. Blocked there by Hunt. Then out to the point. Hunt's going to pick the puck up. She's going to escape. Pass to Allard. Allard just passed her. Icing is waved off. Turiello's going to chase. It's into the Skaneateles zone. Turiello trying to wrap her stick around, stop the puck, down to the corner. In comes the Junior Sabres, sending it behind the net. Back behind, puck in front, off the goalie. Higgins, way in, shot, rebound, another shot, like pinball game right now. And Higgins is going to come back to skate. Higgins takes it in the neutral zone, puts it off the sidewall. No penalty for 2 men. Offsides is waved off. And here comes Skaneateles. Skaneateles, 24, enters the zone. She gets past Orden. She's got one in front. Oh, but a good back check there. And the puck's taken away by Walsh. Walsh throws a centering pass. That's picked off by Skaneateles, though. She cuts to the middle, gets tripped, goes down, no call. And Higgins is going to pick it up. 5:08 remaining in period 1. On to Latini's stick and off. Back down in the zone, forcing the Sabres to regroup. Orden's on the puck. Throws it behind the net. Battle ensues in the corner between Skaneateles and Latini. Latini gives her a shove. Back to the point. Picked up there by Latini. Trying to get it out to Brown. And here goes Brown. Brown enters the zone. Puck is stopped by Serafin back into the neutral zone. And Harris is trying to get over to Hunt, but her stick was lifted. Hunt comes in. Off the wall. It's out of the zone. Good battle there by Jindra. And here goes Serafin. Serafin, 1-on-3. She slides it over to Harris. Harris comes in. Shot. Oh, and it's up into the netting off the goalie's stick. And that's the real good first scoring opportunity for the Junior Sabres. 4:14 left. As Turiello comes out with her line of Allard and Bagley, Hunt and Jindra on the backside. Puck is down, won by Skaneateles. Trying to exit the zone. Jindra gets caught up outside, inside. Hunt comes out with it. Hunt's got time and space. Goes around Jindra. Cross-ice pass. One more. Or not. That's all right. Got to have the speed. D goes for a change. Here's Turiello. Turiello loses control. And Skaneateles is going to bank out. Puck gets by the changing D for the Junior Sabres. Back over to Higgins. Higgins is going to try to regroup this as she cuts into the zone. And she's stopped at the blue line. Still battling for it. It's out in front. Skaneateles stopped there in front. Turiello's going to pick it up. Good save there. It's loose, but the whistle is blown. We got 3:25 left. Period 1. All right, Walsh at the draw as Latini creeps in. Back to Walsh to Higgins. Higgins looks up, shot. Oh, I don't think the goalie saw it. Good defensive play there. Higgins comes in. She cheats a little bit. Puck gets out of the zone. It's a 1-on-1. Orden comes back. Orden tries to spin, gets tied up. Puck goes behind the net, where Higgins is going to send it around. Out in front, shot, save! And the Junior Sabres have their first save of the game. And 15, Beals is in net to start. I never gave you guys that at the beginning, and that was Beals' first test. So Serafin is out again with her line of Harris and Brown. Puck's down, goes back to Hunt. Hunt regroups, sends it around again. It's out in front. Harris picks it up. Harris has got 3. Harris cuts over the middle. Goes to the middle, tries to get a shot off. Brown there. Brown dumping it down to the corner. Behind the net. Serafin comes in hard. Hunt's got to help out on the pinch. Hunt gets it deep. Harris is going to be behind the net. Looks, stops, pulls up. She's looking for somebody. Got to cut again. We got a penalty, and the Junior Sabres are going to go on a power play with 2:16. So penalties are only 1:30 here, 2:16 remaining. They got 4-1 in shots on goal. Yeah, that's probably accurate. Back to Higgins. Higgins cuts in. She's got a lot of room. Shoot it. And it's in. I almost wondered what was taking so long. So it's 1-0 Sabres as Higgins walked into the middle, kind of waited, didn't understand what she was going to do there, looked for a pass, finally shot it up over the shoulder, and Junior Sabres up 1-0. So 2:07 left, back to 5-on-5 hockey. Orden in the neutral zone, trying to get it deep, taken there by Skaneateles, and it's out of play. And we got fingers pointing. Puck's down into the Skaneateles zone. Chased there by Turiello. Her girl goes down. Turiello picks up the puck. Got Allard in front. Tip shot. Stop there off the sidewall. And the puck's out of the zone. Orden tried to get to it. So we got 1:35 left here in the period. Face off in front. Puck goes into the zone. Allard gonna chase. Ginger comes up. And we got another offsides. We're gonna try it again. Skaneateles picking it up. Ginger trying to send it in. Turiello back to Ginger. Ginger picks up the puck. A lot of play in the neutral zone here. Turiello crosses over the blue line. Turns and looks. She's got Bagley in front. Dumped in by Skaneateles. Forced to regroup. And Hunt's going to take it. Hunt's got a lot of time and space. Centering pass. Tipped off Walsh's stick. And Walsh is forced to battle for it. Puck goes back again. Hunt's going to regroup. She's going to look to the middle. And she's going to go behind the net, give herself some more time. Reverses, now cuts back. She's taken down, tripped, and we're going to get a call. And Skaneateles going to touch the puck, and Hunt's going to draw the penalty with 29.6 seconds left. So power play number 2 for the Junior Sabres. Same kids in the box, number 19. 2 more penalties on her today. She'll miss the next game. Junior Sabres, Higgins takes it, curls, turns, looks in front, curls back. Waiting in the corner. She's got Serafin back. Sends it back there. Serafin over to Orden. Orden on net. Harris down low. Puck's behind the net. Pass Brown. And Skaneateles is going to send it down, and that's going to be the end of period number 1. So we'll be back in a short 60-second break here. Take care. All right, that same line is out. Gindra swings it over to Hunt. Hunt tips it over to Brown. Gets by her a little bit, but Seraphin right there. Seraphin holding hard for it as Skaneateles puts it back in the zone. They're going to send it down, and Hunt's going to chase. Hunt picks up the puck. Time and space. Pass over there to Seraphin. Seraphin cuts into the zone, dumps it down herself, trying to chase, give a little bit of time. Puck's down low, back to Hunt. Hunt's got to come in. Puck's back behind the net. And here comes Skaneateles. Oop, turns Gindra, and it's going to be a 2-on-1. Stay square, stay square, stay square. Good play by Hunt. And Hunt's got time and space. Let's go, let's go! Skate! Sorry, people. Hunt pulls it up. Nice centering pass. Oh, good opportunity there. The dad comes out at me every now and then. Puck in front, shot, he scores! Tip shot. And who was that? No, who got the goal? Who? I just want to hear her scream louder. So Harris on the goal. That's going to have to go back to the replay. All right, anyway, so Junior Sabres up 2-0. Syracuse battling in the corner for it. Orden tries to stop it. He gets by her here, but Walsh skates hard. Actually, that was a good forecheck, too, by Skaneateles right there. Good battle ensuing as the Skaneateles D pops up. Holds onto the puck. Walsh off the wall. And Latini's going to have to battle. Puck's in the neutral zone. Back to Higgins. Higgins pulls up. Tries to get out of the zone. Skaneateles keeps it in. Skaneateles throws it to the net. Puck's out in front. And Walsh is going to take it. Good pass there to Syracuse through her feet. Syracuse is going to get it deep. Latini's going to have to chase. Looks like Walsh is going for a line change. Turiello comes out. Off the wall. And Hunt did a nice job of recognizing a line change. She's going to come back. Pulls up. Gets it off the sidewall. I don't know where my winger is. I think they were on a change. Bagley comes in. Shots up. Blocked there by Turiello. Turiello sends it to Hunt. Hunt's got a 4-on. Now one of these girls got to stay back. Hunt cuts through the middle. Tries to give and go. She's not there, though. Allard's pulled down. No call. And here goes Skaneateles. Hunt looking up, centering pass through the wickets into the D zone. Skaneateles coming back out. Hunt's going to come up. Gets by two. She's got the puck. Tries to send it over. Tie her up. Tie her up. That's good. Now stay. Good pass there. Turiello on the shot. Blocked by the Skaneateles D. Turiello back to her wing. Back down to Turiello. Try to give and go. Comes around the net. D, you're going for a change. Higgins regroups into the neutral zone. D to D pass to Orden. Off Orden's stick. I don't know what all the... Oh, taken down in the corner. And here comes Skaneateles. Cuts across the middle. Almost picked there by Seraphin. And 34 White's going to send it down in. Orden's going to pick it up behind the net and regroup. Escapes out. Pass off the wall. Pass Brown to Seraphin. Seraphin gets dumped. Puck goes back into the corner. As Higgins sends it to the winger. Harris. Oh, and Higgins goes down. No call there, too. I think Higgins just made a bull rush football play right there and just kind of took a tumble. Here comes Orden. Orden, near side, cuts across the middle. Got options. Hits the winger. Harris trying to get it deep. Good battle there. And Skaneateles sends it back into the zone. And we're going to get an icing. So Daisy Harris has that sweet little name, Daisy, but I got to tell you, she doesn't play like a daisy. Rough and tumble, hard all the time. Good athlete. We got 10:19 left in the period. Walsh ties up the center. Skaneateles. Good pressure there by Latini. Latini back to Walsh to Latini. Latini out in front. Woo! Syracuse a little bit too low. And Gindra looks. She's going to take it behind the net. And Gindra's going to take off. She's got room. Goes down the left side. Gets it deep and chases. Gindra still with it. Now she sends it around, forcing Syracuse to come over. In front, Hunt bobbles. Hunt looks up, escapes, dumps it back in. And Latini was still offsides. So we're going to have 9:39 and a face-off in the neutral zone. Looks like the referee's at center ice, so maybe he thought that's where the play came from. Center ice play. So Turiello is with Bagley and Allard. Puck's near wall. Orden stepping up. Out in the middle, Turiello picks it up to Latini. That's not Latini. Who is that? That is Allard. I think I'd have the lines by now. Orden safely putting it over to the wall. Good battle there, getting it out of the zone. Skaneateles has to regroup, and we're going to get an icing or offsides with 9:09. 2-0 Junior Sabres. Shots on goal on the scoreboard are 10-2. Seems about accurate. Serafin to Higgins. Higgins sends it over to the Skaneateles D. D to D pass. Nice breakout there by Skaneateles, trying to get it deep into the zone, but it's tied up by Orden. Forced back into the zone is Skaneateles, who's going to take it behind their net. Good forecheck by Harris. Keeping the puck in the zone. Harris is going to be back on her stick. She falls down, but gets it over to Serafin while doing so. And Serafin is tripped. Another no call there. Battle in the corner. Orden's up tight. Daisy's got a cover out in front. And Skaneateles gets it out of the zone as Higgins picks it up. Higgins trying to find Harris. Harris ties up her girl. Good body right there. AB comes in, gives a hack. And another good play by Serafin to keep it in the zone. And Skaneateles dumps it down as Hunt's going to chase. Hunt turns, escapes out of that one-to-one play, gives a back pass. Back to Hunt, swings it around. Serafin on the wall. Here we go. Oh, I don't think she realized she had nobody. And we're going to get a face-off. .7:45 left in the second period. Walsh wins it over to Gindra. Gindra's taken down. We're back into the zone as Syracuse is going to chase off Gindra's skate. And we got another offsides here. Quick play, quick action. Face-off, won by the Junior Sabres. Hunt does a good job to allow her winger to come in. Syracuse picks it up. It's back to Hunt. Hunt's got one. Centering pass by two into the Skaneateles zone. And we're going to try it again. Hunt's going to come up. Gets it to Walsh. Walsh going to cross over the blue line. She dumps it in. Latini's going to chase. Walsh is also chasing. Good forecheck there. Gindra's going to come down low. Good job by Gindra. Keeping the puck in. Latini over. Puck comes off the wall. Back to Hunt. Hunt to Syracuse. Ooh, Syracuse caught an edge. Went down on her own. Puck comes out of the zone. Ginger's going to pick it up. Ginger's going to dump it in. Good play there. 6:45 remaining. Skaneateles off the wall. Hunt comes in. Picks it. Covered. Turiello and Latini. And it's going to go back to Hunt. Find some time and space. Find some time and space. Escape move. Tries to get it up to Latini. Hunt's going to go for a change. And Skaneateles sends it down the ice. Good play by Higgins to get over and across on that change by Hunt. And here comes Liv. Oop, loses the control of it a little bit. Through the neutral zone. Bagley's going to pick it up. Bagley over to Turiello. Off the board. Turiello shot right on. And that's a save. 6:03 on the clock. Here in cold Skaneateles, New York. Beautiful, but cold. All right, centering draw. Skaneateles wins it. Liv Higgins trying to hold it in there. Gets by her, but Skaneateles is going to dump it. That helps us. Orden behind the net. One in front. Liv does a good job of replacing and recovering. Orden on it behind the net. Orden's got wingers. Good breakout. Got the center. Here comes Turiello. It's a good breakout. Turiello pressuring. Taken by one. Goes down. We got a penalty call. And Skaneateles is going to go to the box again. And I don't know what he's complaining about. That's a trip. All day, every day. I don't know if he's mad at his kids or if he's mad at the ref. I'll send him the video. Get him out of here! Woo! He wants him to leave. He's out. Send him out. New center. Am I stirring the pot? Let's go, get him out. Get him out of here. New center. It is quiet as can be in here. And I don't really know what's going on. I thought they kicked the coach out. Yelling and screaming. For the Central New York officiating group, I think they're doing actually a good job. That was a trip. I don't know what the whole both ways is. Sometimes these girls are falling on their own. All right, so they gave a bench minor. So we're 5-on-3. And let's see if the junior Sabres can do something. Orden, shot, or Gindra, shot, save. It's in front, it's loose. Skaneateles picks it up. And she's got a little speed. Good back check. Stay on her. Hunt's gonna pick it up. Move the puck. Good job. Oh! Try it again. Let's go, girls, let's go. We gotta realize. Let's go. 5-on-3, here we go. Good movement. Got to get control of it. All right. Hunt's going to pick it up behind the net. Looked like a pass to herself. Good pass, a little bit too far. Icing's waved off. Pressure. Oh, behind the net. Junior Sabres pick it up. Skaneateles takes it. Holy cow, high off the glass. Stopped there by Hunt. Hunt comes in, shot over the net. I don't know who the forwards are. Gindra, good pass in front. Hunt, back to the point. Hunt comes in, on the ground, tries to throw one. Hunt's gonna walk to the middle. She's got Gindra. Good centering pass, shot, save. And we got one down. So 7 seconds left here in the 5-on-3. I don't really know what's going on here. We got a girl down. We got Coach Mark talking to the girls. Probably trying to settle it all down. She's up. Oh my God. I don't know why these refs are letting them chirp, 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 chirp. Throw them out. Simple. All right, we got 7 seconds left. So Higgins and Orden out on D. Seraphin, Brown, and Harris. Puck's back to walk it in. Shot. It's in. Second goal of the game by Higgins. As time runs out, we will give it a power play goal. And it is 3-0. 3-0. All right, so 4:06 left in period 2 for all my 10 followers on the radio at home watching or listening in their car. Puck is down, and Higgins going to come over hard. Oh, Higgins is buried. Puck to Seraphin. Seraphin to Higgins. Sneaks by her. Back in the zone, though. Good pressure here, kept in by Harris. Harris on the far wall. To Seraphin. Seraphin's got AB in front. Higgins trying to settle it down. Good cover there by Orden. Orden, Seraphin. Seraphin lost an edge. Skaneateles is going to dump it down. Puck's back into the zone. Higgins picks it up. 3:23 remaining. Higgins, centering pass to Skaneateles though. Seraphin intercepts it. Skates into the zone. Goes down again. And Hunt's going to go back. They're going to be an icing. All right, back down in the zone, 3:02. Walsh, Syracuse, Latini. Walsh at the draw. Gindra back. She steps up, gives it back to Walsh. Walsh puts it on net. Latini comes in, and she is buried. I don't know what the ref is pointing for. The puck was loose. Poor Sid just got smoked. After the hothead is yelling over at the bench, though, they're not going to call that. Second win there by Walsh. And Hunt picks it up. She's got time, space. She comes in. Got to be quick. Back to Hunt. Hunt. Didn't see the one behind. Good forecheck there by Walsh. Puck's out of the zone. Hunt's going to send it. Up to Latini. Latini cuts to the middle. She's got one. Picked off there. Gindra steps up. Trying to battle. Hunt with it. Hunt over to Gindra. Gindra up the wall. Tried to hit Walsh. Gets by her. Icing is waved off. Excuse me. Offsides is waved off. D going to get a change. Near wall here. Walsh picks it up. Back to Higgins. Higgins looking for the Hattie. Higgins cuts in, shot, oh, up over the net. And Latini picks it up, out in front. Sorry, you got half the crowd over there on the screen. Puck's out of the zone. We're gonna get an offsides. So 1:51 left. Through the legs of Bagley. Almost looked like a set play. Orden sends it in, then it gets by her. Higgins is going to come over. She picks up the puck in the D zone, escapes out, sends it off the wall. Bagley moves it up to Turiello. Turiello comes in. She got 1-on-3. She sends it over to the middle. Nobody there. Skaneateles behind the net. Into the corner. Tied up. Back out of the zone. Forcing Orden to try to regroup, or Higgins to regroup. Higgins, Turiello, Turiello, Higgins. 1:10 remaining. Puck's off the wall. D gonna change. A little pressure down low. Here comes Skaneateles. Hunt's gonna regroup. Hunt looks up. Tries to use her D partner. Head up! Hunt hit Turiello. Cross ice pass. Tied up there. Nope, 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 nope. That's the high risk. 33 seconds left. Noticing a change here. We got a 3-on-1. Goes to Hunt. Hunt just sends it back. Puck's behind the net. Ginger's got to go in the corner to help. Gets by Seraphin. Seraphin, good play behind the net to take control. Sends it back. And Harris is going to come up. Harris off the wall. She's got 2-1. And that's the end of the period. So we'll see you back here in about 12 minutes. Wait a second. I don't know if they're going to do the ice here or not. Maybe they decided not to just because of where we are. Okay, so we'll be back in about 1 minute. They're not going to do an ice cut, it looks like. But I'm going to turn the camera off. Be back in a moment. All right, back for the third period. 13-2 shots on goal, 3-0 Junior Sabres. Seraphin at the draw. Puck down. Higgins is going to pick it up, try to send it to Harris. Harris tipped it into the zone. Seraphin chasing. Brown on the puck. Orden comes up, taken by Skaneateles. Skaneateles centering pass. Higgins back. Good back check there by Harris, allowing Higgins to run. Comes in. Good body on the wall. Higgins out in front to Seraphin. Couldn't get the handle. And Harris still on the puck. Back to Orden. Orden out of the zone. Higgins. Up to Seraphin. Back out. Skaneateles crosses over the line. And over the blue line. Skaneateles. Centering pass. Tipped off. Orden's going to take it. She hits Seraphin. Seraphin gets over the blue line, gets it back to Harris. Harris crossing over the middle. She's got time and space. Goes to the backhand as Latini comes in hard. Picked up there by Seraphin. Skaneateles did a good job there on her D. Oh, broken stick. Drop it. Drop it. What are we blowing the whistle for? Is there a new rule when you break a stick, you blow the whistle? Walsh wins it. Gindra over to Hunt. Quick Hunt down low. Trying to get something. Latini shot save there. Good puck movement by blue and gold. Switching sides on the face-off. See if we can do that again. Walsh. Trying to get it back to Hunt. Walsh takes her girl down. No call there. Wins the battle. Puck goes back into the zone. Latini sends it around. Syracuse on it. Ties it up. Latini and Syracuse together. Skaneateles takes it. Walsh comes in. Gives a little body. And here comes Skaneateles. Into the zone. Out in front. Back check there. Puck is down low, and here comes Hunt. Hunt passes it up to Latini. Latini's going to dump it down. Stay there. Syracuse battling up. Puck's over. Gindra shot, save. Or maybe went wide of the net as Turiello's going to get to her forehand. Battling down in the corner. Turiello looking. Bagley helping. Good move there. Here comes Turiello. Turiello beats one. Backhand pass. Ended up a shot on net. Good save there. A little bit too far for the rebound. Sabres come in. Shot on and in. And that was Allard. Good shot. And it's 4-0. Good, guys. Puck's down. Battle ensuing. It's in the feet at center ice. Orden going to pick it up. Orden crossing over the blue line. Still has it. Forehand, backhand. Trying to get out in front. Junior Sabres are in the crease. Down low, Higgins. Higgins tips it. It's loose. Rebound. And it's back out of the zone. And icing should be waved off. It is. Higgins is going to skate back for it. Junior Sabres getting a line change. Ooh, Higgins almost ran into Orton. And the puck ended up back on Skaneateles' stick. Out in front, Skaneateles shot save there by Beals. Not many saves today, but 2 out of the 3 have been good ones, as she's had to be ready. Puck's out in front. Tipped by the Junior Sabres. Put back behind the net. Up the ice is Seraphin. Pass over to Harris. Harris is interfered with in the middle of the ice. No call there. Ginger steps up. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Head up. Hunt goes behind the net. High off the glass. Where's the winger? Back to Gindra. Now Gindra's going to try it. Oh, not Gindra. Gindra's in front of the net. This is going to be Harris. Puck goes back down. Now Gindra's going to try it. Her turn. Gindra behind the net. Cuts into the middle. Makes a move. Gets to the near wall. Centering pass. Up to Seraphin. Seraphin to Brown. Walsh now with it. Off Brown's stick. Hunt comes down hard. Good pinch. Good forecheck by Walsh. And it's out of the zone. Hunt forcing her girl to send the puck over. And Latini moves it up. Taken there by Skaneateles. Could have been too many on the ice right there. No call. Skaneateles crossing over. Takes the shot. Goes far wall. Higgins. Higgins. Up to Syracuse. Who gets it through the zone. Allowing Latini to chase. Latini comes in hard. Past Syracuse, but a good job there by Higgins. And that right there would have been a scoring opportunity, maybe. It's going to be a nice, good job by Beals to let it go. 9:23, and we're going to come back down for a face-off. By the way, I don't think these shots on goal are right, so I don't really know what they are, but scoreboard hasn't really moved. Puck's down. Turiello. End up back on Higgins' stick. Higgins already with 2 tonight. Tries to get it down low. Now it's to Turiello. Turiello comes in, shoots off the mask. Syracuse, chance for a rebound. And puck goes out of the zone, and we got something going on here with Latini. I think Latini got hit in the head. So they're sending her off. Ref blew the whistle, maybe for safety. I didn't see what happened. No penalty call, so couldn't have been a headshot. Turiello, Allard, and Bagley. As Turiello wins it, toe drags through. Ooh, almost had one more move. And it's back to Higgins. Higgins, centering pass there. Puck comes out to 83. Orden, she's got room, time, space, and a glove save. So 8:51 left in the period. Skaneateles wins the draw, comes behind the net. Allard goes in hard. Turiello pulls up. Lots of back and forth behind nets. It's out to Hunt. Hunt makes one move, puts it back down in the corner. Hunt's gonna creep. She comes in hard, makes a good move. Out in front. And good save, good opportunity there. We're gonna try again. Out in front, stick save, rebound, it's loose, there it is, and it's in. So let's see if I can get that number on the rebound, and that's gonna go to Walsh. Number 30, Allard, sorry, damn it. So Allard gets that rebound, and it's 5-0. Definitely has settled their coach down a little bit. Maybe the reality that they're just not that good. At least not today. Harris gets it deep. Skates hard for it. Puts a body on her player. That's good body control right there. Harris behind the net. She gets cross-checked. And here comes Skaneateles, centering pass, picked there by Seraphin on the good back check, allowing Higgins to pick it up. Higgins, centering ice pass. It's on the blue line by AB. Seraphin with it. AB comes in to help. It's under Seraphin. AB just wants to throw a body around here. Get off of her. Seraphin and AB. AB comes in from behind with the hit. I don't see any arms go up. Puck goes back down into the zone. Picked up there by Higgins. Higgins regrouping, turns. Tries to fire it out to the winger. Taken there. Skaneateles dumping it in. Orden makes a move. Over to Harris. Harris. Seraphin battling. Harris looking for it. Orden's got it near wall. 3 on the puck. It's by Orden. Harris gonna dump it in. Harris gonna go for a change. Puck gets by Orden. Higgins is back. Higgins. Walsh now reverses course. Taken there by Skaneateles. Skaneateles is gonna come in. Centering pass, 1-2, pass Beals around the net. Oh, interference out in front of the net. Where's the ref on that one? That should have definitely been a penalty. And here comes Hunt. Hunt goes to the outside. Comes down the wall. Hunt, centering pass. pass, shot, save. Had Latini cutting across. .556 left in the period. Behind the net. Pucks to Walsh. Walsh cuts into the middle. Makes one more inside move. Taken down. Latini's going to chase. Latini on the wall. Hunt comes up hard. Hunt trying to get it back down to Latini. Tied up. Latini has it. Reversing course. Hunt goes back. Good talk there. You could hear a call on the rotation switch. Syracuse comes in. Good battle. A little bit past Latini. And out comes Skaneateles. Good back check there by Syracuse, forcing the misstep. And Hunt tried to get it up. Needs to put a little more grit into that pass. Gendra. Gendra's got a lot of time and space. She's got someone open. She has Hunt. Hunt, centering pass across. Turiello comes in. Turiello, another pass. Oh, off the foot of Latini, a little bit too far. Here comes Higgins. Higgins is caught. They got too many on the ice. No call. Pass over, shot. Oh, Turiello, that's like a soccer shot right there. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to mess with Scott. He's next to me. Orton's going to regroup. 4:21 remaining. 5-0 Sabres. Orton with the puck. Orton reverses. Still with the puck. Tries to get it up the wall. And Higgins is going to send it. And here come the Junior Sabres. Turiello, inside out move. And had Bagley. Bagley lost it there. It's by Gendra. Gendra's going to back check. Good job tying her up, allowing Hunt to take the puck. Here we go. Move it. Move it. There we go. We got a line change. You got to get that puck up the ice. Allard's going to come in. Battling on his own. Centering pass. Uh-oh. .320 left. Puck's on the wall. Dumped into the zone. Hunt's going to gather it. Goes off the wall. Hits Serafin. They got numbers. Serafin loses it. Gains it back. Up to Harris. Harris comes in. Tied up a little bit. Trying to get around her girl. No, 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 no! And look at that. Skaneateles is going to have their first penalty. With 2:49 remaining, Serafin's going to go to the box for a trip. All right, so Junior Sabres shorthanded. Let's see how they do to clear the zone here. I know Higgins and Orton are out. Looks like, I don't know who that is right there. Harris and Brown. Skaneateles behind the net. Trying to control it. Room out in front. Shot, save, Beals, rebound. Nobody picked her up. And they kept it in. Shot, saved by Beals. Harris is down low. Orton trying to get up to Brown. Kept in there. Still in as Orton picks it up. Skaneateles shot, save off Beals' blocker. 36 remaining in the penalty kill. And we got way too many girls in one corner. Spread out. Puck's out of the zone. No time to change. Skaneateles, good regroup right there. Nice and quick. We're going to change one. As Walsh comes out hard. Puck's behind the net. Skaneateles still with it. 9, 8, 7 out in front. 1:21 left. Borden, we're back to full speed here. Full go, 5-on-5. Junior Sabres cleared out. We got a 2-on-1 happening. As Latini's just gonna send it down. And Syracuse comes in. Time and space. Walsh gonna dump. Now it's time to run the clock. Minute left. Run the clock here. Stay, stay, stay. Good. Force her to the outside. Allow her. There you go. Good play there. Now you got to help. Forced behind the net. Syracuse has it. We got a 3-on-2 if we can move the puck. Into the zone. Hunt with it. Hunt comes in. She fans on it. Back to Gindra. Gindra, shot, block, save, rebound. It's loose behind the net. Junior Sabres still have it. 16 left on the clock. Syracuse on the backhand, tied up. And Gindra's going to come in hard. Now we got a 2-on-1. Shot in, saved by Beals. 3, 2, 1, and the shutout is for real. All right, it's a 5-0 win. And we'll be back at about 3:45. We'll try it again as long as I can get my battery to charge. See y'all.